Welcome back, everyone. Today I'm teaching you how to use YouTube and leverage yourself. Regardless of age and year, YouTube has been always the best tool for you to leverage yourself, especially with a certain amount of time and the value and the knowledge that YouTube could provide. It's way beyond that what you could think of. So let's check it out here. I have a simple diagram here, not even a diagram, a graph, right? Explaining simply reading a book and watching a video. A lot of time, if you want to gain more knowledge, you want to expand your knowledge, you want to move on to the next level, you have to read book. You have to consume some sort of value, regardless of getting an educational course, reading a book, or even watching a YouTube video. But let me tell you why YouTube should be your top choices in today's world. For example, you start off with reading one book. It might take you like a week or a month, depend what type of reader you are. But for YouTube, you could definitely do 10 video for sure. But here comes the difference though. The amount of resource or consumption you're getting the knowledge is different. They provide different values. Some people focus a lot on book because of value they could provide. But if you know Rich Dad, Poor Dad, you could simply watch every single of his video and you will still get the same knowledge as reading a book. Reading a book is a way for them to, as an author, to sell their stuff. It's one of the way to deliver. Because back in the day, you think about it. In different generation, there wasn't no YouTube or anything. There wasn't technology. That's why they have to go in the old style writing in book. But now everyone is on the online world. Everything is social media nowadays. It's all about watching video. It's all about your rate and speed. It's all about maximizing your time and leveraging yourself in today's world. It's all about this speed, and faster. So you have to get into the habit of watching YouTube in order to leverage yourself in a short amount of time. And here, I'm giving an estimate here, not for everyone, but based on my own experience. For me, reading 2 books, I could potentially watch 15 video and really get the deep value of it. 3 books, possibly 30. By this time, I'm already starting to get the person I'm watching. I'm beginning to understand what this person really trying to tell me. How am I leveraging? Leverage doesn't just always go in the constant speed. It could go for exponential bump and growth. And by the time fourth book I read, I could potentially already got 50 video right there, learning different value. But don't get me wrong here. Reading book, it's not bad. But for me personally, I think watching video, getting visualized and hearing the audio potentially affect better. But it's at the end of the day, it's all about finding your own strategy, how you learn the best, what's best for you. Just because if someone do good by watching video, doesn't mean you have to follow the same step. Doesn't mean a lot of people read book. Like, not gonna lie, reading books really help. I did not like reading book. I did not enjoy it at all. I did not like the process. But I found YouTube was more entertaining and it's better for me to learn. Like, I learn faster and better. Reading book, I feel boring and going to sleep. But YouTube, it's more interactive too. I get to talk to the people that's content creator, anyone that is making the video, or even just generating the video, making it myself. Like, there's so much more I could do with the online stuff nowadays. And with that in mind, you always gotta know there's creator and viewer on YouTube. Those are the 2 biggest things on YouTube that you should really look out for. Creator. What is a creator? A creator is really out there giving you value, teaching you what they got, or generating some sort of entertainment content. Meanwhile, as a viewer, you are a consumer. You're looking at their content and building up their platform for them. While the creator is generating some sort of value for you, you're actually consuming it as a viewer. It's kind of like a win-win situation, honestly. If you know how to utilize YouTube, you know how to really leverage your time, my man. And you know how important is time to everyone. You could watch YouTube, just listen to it. There's podcasts. You don't all have to visualize and watch it. There's so much stuff you could just listen to and consume it. In nowadays world, you have limited amount of attention. It's all about attention. And where you put your attention, and that's how you maximize using your time. And it's all about efficiency nowadays. If you can't do it fast, man, someone's gonna catch up to you. If you don't do it fast in a good pace, and you don't do it good enough, you can't find your own way, it's not gonna be good for you in the future. especially you got AI on the come up. If you do not read enough book, gaining enough value and knowledge, and not watching YouTube, AI is going to eventually replace this. And it's already happening in some sort of way. And we have to know how powerful AI is. Sometimes people don't believe with going along with trend. They stick with their own mindset. But we have to learn to adapt. And now we got YouTube that's been around for so many years, but it's been always so undervalued. No one really pay attention to it. Everyone just go on TikTok nowadays, scrolling to short video. I mean, short video does help, but on a long term, you have to look at longer video. You have to look at the long format. It's the same as reading a book. A lot of time a book is more dense, but a YouTube video, you can learn way much more in different perspective, and you can learn it any time. It's literally absolutely free. That's the thing. YouTube is free. And it's so undervalued. No one's really paying attention to it. There's so much free resources we have that we don't even know how to utilize it. So, I mean, you better get going on this. And trust me, in the next couple years, content creating is going to be a real winning key. By simply creating content and having consumer, that's how you build up your personal brand. Especially with AI come up, anything could be made up. If you don't have your personal brand as soon as possible, it's not going to be looking well for you because you got AI and all the technology. I'm going to put my word out there because I really think the AI is going crazy right now. And even the future trend is unpredictable. And the power is beyond what we could think of. So I suggest best to build your brand starting now as soon as possible. And like I say, book. Don't get me wrong with reading book. There's nothing wrong with reading book. It's just saying it's more efficient to watch YouTube rather than reading book in terms of leveraging. There's still people out there writing book because book is still valuable in some sort of way. In some places, you might not have connection. That's when book come in valuable. And some people like to keep some really secret sauce in the book rather than putting it to the public because they have to make some money somehow, right? And reading a book is really good to build up your patience. A lot of time we missing out opportunity because we don't see the latest stuff on YouTube or reading book and regaining the value that is provided by someone else. We have to be always constantly learning to catch up with this perpetual race in this world because it's not going to be ever ending. It's going to be nonstop. We just have to keep moving forward and keep going. Next, we got the investment side of YouTube. Don't underestimating the value YouTube could provide. It generates billions of profit as well as revenue. It does more than just simply providing you video to watch and a consumer viewing it. It is a real good investment. A lot of time, if you put in the time and effort, YouTube could become a real career. You've seen so many examples out there. There's so many people that really took this as a passion and went into a straight up a career because of how powerful it is. Not just for the creator side, also for the viewer side as well. Like you and I could learn so much just simply spending hours and hours on it. And I'm pretty sure there's a 1,000-hour rule, if you ever heard of that 1,000-hour rule. That's when you really learn something by spending 1,000 hours on doing that thing. Here what I did. I spent 1,000 hours learning on YouTube. I learned so much different knowledge, valuable entrepreneurship, business, psychology. Like there is so much more you can learn on YouTube. And trust me, whenever you struggle, go on YouTube. At the same time, it's also have the second best SEO, search engine optimization. It is right behind Google. When people ever have a problem, think about a time when you have a problem. Do you go on YouTube and search up for a solution? Do you watch the video and how it works? It's all on YouTube. And guess what? It's all free. Like I said before, the resources out there, it's all about how you utilize it and how to maximize the resource around you and put yourself onto the next level. And back on the investment side, like you could simply invest in a creator to create content. And trust me, with the YouTube algorithm, creator have to be generating some sort of high value video. It have to be good or else no one's gonna watch it. If it's not good, the viewer wouldn't really see it pop up on their screen or whatever. And that's why as a viewer, you should take advantage of it because it's already sorted out all the unnecessary stuff that pop up, unless like TikTok. The only difference here is in TikTok, a lot of time you watch TikTok, you see a lot of stuff you like, right? Because TikTok tracks you. It's the algorithm, how it works. TikTok only shows stuff that you're interested in, that could keep you on their platform as long as possible. That's how they get their attention. And this is how we are in today's world. It's all about attention. And to actually stay focused on YouTube, you could actually knock out so much unnecessary stuff. It's filtered out for you. You could simply go on a creator and then go on their homepage and look up their most viewed video. That's how you get the most valuable stuff in a short amount of fastest time. Because on YouTube, there's stuff like from 10 years ago, 20 years ago, but it's still alive today. People are still watching it. And don't get me wrong, I listen to podcasts on YouTube all the time. You could just simply spend 5 minutes a day listening to one podcast or whatsoever. Trust me, your knowledge will gain more than just a person that regularly don't even touch these, and rather spend that 5 minutes watching TikTok, scrolling through stuff, double tapping on Instagram, doing all that extra unnecessary stuff. Like if you want to win, you better be able to discipline enough and put in the work. Time. The reason why I circle this out, because time is so valuable. It's something you can't replace with this. It's nearly impossible. And with YouTube, it saves up so much more time because you search stuff fast with search engine, you find the stuff you need, you look for the content creator, and you go dive in and learn from that person. Like there is so many people out there creating content are being undervalued, and people do not understand how much time and effort they put in. And might as well show some respect and learn from it. Because a lot of time people on YouTube, they don't go chase the money. Unlike TikTok, everyone chase the fame. They just want to be this, want to be that, want to be famous right away. But on TikTok with the algorithm, it takes time. If you don't put in the time or effort, your channel ain't gonna grow. When it doesn't grow, no one's gonna see it. So the real winner is the one that keeps doing it. And the one that keeps doing it is really the one where you should learn from them and learn from their value. And that's how powerful this tool is. And even to this day, it is still free. And some people haven't even spent an hour on it. Like, I know they got so much stuff. Back in the day, I watched game on it. I mean, watching game on it is fun. I still learn something. There's still people creating stuff out there. It's a cycle. It's an ecosystem within YouTube itself. If you could get into this game, it could help you out a lot on different social media. A lot of time people say focus on one social media, which I don't disagree with that. It's honestly true. But at the same time, we should focus back onto the long form video. In today's world, we have too many short form video that no one had paid attention to the long form. The statistics have shown it's been dramatically dropping. But however, the secret here is all about timing. Because with one heavy video, it condenses a lot of information that you could actually break it down and learn it over time. But with short video, you only learn certain amount of small piece of stuff. A short form video is really for a guide for you to guide you from a short form into the long form video. Think about why a lot of content creators, they create short form video and it leads you to their long form, because their essential goal is wanting you to pay attention and spend time on their channel, watching their stuff, giving you value. And don't get me wrong, there's so much stuff that could give value and catch our attention in today's world. But I suggest everyone should spend at least a couple of hours or couple minutes at least. Just watch 1 or 2 videos or listen to a podcast. It will help you grow so much more than right now. And it's definitely more than a way to leverage yourself, because a certain amount of time we have, especially like for right now, I'm in college. I don't have much time to read a book. My brain, my eye, I get tired too. But I could always listen and get the fact. It's getting the information in the same way, gaining the same value in the same way. And for me, honestly, it's all about finding the way best for yourself. Whichever worked the best for you. I'm just giving you a suggestion here. You should go on YouTube because it's really the best way, fastest way, I think, in today's world for you to leverage. You got ChatGPT, you got OpenAI, you got Bar, all these AI stuff out here. But you can't underestimate the information given by a video format. Because in the video format, people could condense a lot of information. Rather than the AI or whatever search engine, you got lists and tons of stuff you have to go through. And don't ever underestimate the search engine, because it is the second biggest search engine. With a generational difference, I think people should start searching stuff on YouTube at this point. I know a lot of people start going on TikTok and start searching stuff as a search engine because it's working well for them. But at the end of the day, whenever you come up with a problem or solution, it's always on YouTube. And there's the good thing about it is that YouTube video could stay on there for a while, unlike TikTok. You probably, one video you saw it, you probably would never see it again if it's really something that gets old over time. YouTube, you have content that stay on there for a while, and you could always go back for it. Like even today, I still look at stuff from 9 years ago. I still learn from those. There is so much value out there that is no one paying attention to. And I really hope this really just gave you a guide leading you toward how beneficial using YouTube to leverage yourself. If any furthermore, comment down below, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think next, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.